And there's the ball going right again because of the handle coming through. So switch with me for a second. See, most of the golf industry is trying to tell you to pull the handle through. So we start getting right here and we're pulling the handle like this. The handle gets past the ball, the club face is pointing out to the right. Okay, well, if I do that, the ball's going that way. So what I actually want to do is hit what's called the folding point. So every club's got a folding point. I have an 8-iron here. It's about 35 inches long or so. So if I pick the club up from the butt like this and then slightly turn to the right, which is what happens in the golf swing, the butt of the club's here, that's the folding point. Meaning if I take the butt of the club past that point to here, I've now pulled the handle too far. The club face is going to be open at impact. Again, so if I did that, you can see the ball goes out to the right. So what I want to feel like happens is, again, I pick it up from here and turn. That's the folding point of the club. I want to feel like when I release, I do it from right there. And then as my body turns just a little bit like it does, because I'm swinging, my body works conducive to that. So I would work right into the ball just like that. So most of us are too concerned with pulling the handle and not hitting that folding point. Most of us don't even know that that folding point really exists. Again, I want to feel like I pick it up from the butt, slightly turn, there it is. I've got to release it way back here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so jump back in here and let me see you do it. That's it. And that's a high, nice, long, that's pretty long. You hammered that, yeah. Oh my, nice, high, long draw there. Where did you feel like you released that?
Back.
Way back there, right.
Which is unique. That's awesome.
Right. That's it. So now we're hitting that folding point and our body's gonna naturally move. Okay, switch with me again for a minute. If I took a golf swing and didn't move my body, so I would have to force myself not to, because like if I shot a jump shot, my body would want to jump. And that's actually how you want to feel golf. If I got right here and I didn't move and I hit my folding point, I wouldn't hit it. So I'm not saying don't move, but you don't need to feel that you're gonna. It's just gonna move just like if you shot a jump shot. Just like that, right down the middle. So we have to hit that. And most of golf is losing accuracy and losing distance because they're not aware of this folding point where the butt of the club, it gets to that point of no return. If you get here, you're gonna have to make this super move with your body that most of the golf industry can't do, okay? So you're gonna have to make this super move or roll your hands, you're gonna get stuck. A lot of bad things are gonna happen because we're told that casting is bad. Casting's great as long as you don't do it like this. It's right there. Cast it right down to that folding point. So jump back in there. That's it. How much better are those shots that you just hit than the first few?
Crushed.
Like way better. And now
Take that all day right there.
Right, but you're going to be now so self-aware of bad shots because for the first time you're going to feel if you pulled the handle, because you're going to feel that handle slide onto the ball and it's going to come off dead if you even hit it well. You're going to feel that. That's where most amateur golfers lose distance, is because they try to turn their hips and shoulders and take the handle ahead, and the last thing they do is swing the club head at the ball. That's like saying a basketball player, the last thing they do is they jump up in the air, they put their ball above their head, and the last thing they do is release. No, the basketball player is jumping and shooting the whole time. They're in their shot, they're shooting, and because they're shooting, they jumped. So the pro golfer is swinging the club head the whole time, not waiting until the last second to do it. So do it again. Wow. That's real. And notice you fell back, you stepped back. And that's what you're seeing a lot of in the pro golf world these days, is these guys hitting shots and then they're stepping back like that because we're not trying to make this handle, pull, and turn and finish over here. We're just trying to stay frontal, get it up here, release it at the folding point. It goes through here. I've stayed frontal, the club pulls me up, and I just want to sit right back to where I came from. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So every time you do that, do it again. It's called a frontal step back. That's a really good thing that you do. We don't want to be making what's called transverse rotations to the left. That's it. And you're probably, there it is. I was going to say, you're probably going to step back. And these are the highest, straightest, furthest balls you've hit. It's pretty good. Any questions at all?
No, then it feels great.
Yeah, that's awesome. That time, what'd you do there? Got a little bit of, so you feel it now, don't you?
Yeah, that's
Right.
That's the back. That's out.
Right.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't want to go too early on the folding point, but I'd rather you than go to the point of no return, because then it's going to go into the ground. Right.
Okay.
That's the big thing in the golf industry. If you try to release the club, it's going to go into the ground. Well, that's not true. That's it. It's only going to go into the ground because you're saying pull the handle first, and then you go to the point of no return. But if you hit, Jack Nicklaus used to say there's no point in the golf swing that's too early to release. What's he talking about? He's talking about the folding point. Right. That's it.